But first, Jonathan, we have the question of the week for you. My question is, if you were to choose an animal familiar, so think of like Harry Potter, how he has a stag, or just your common witch that's like, oh yeah, this is my black cat. What would be your animal familiar?
So I was thinking about that. Like, if it would really depend if I'm living in the current world in my regular life, or if this was like in a mythical world, like I was some, WoW character or something like that, right?
Yeah,
But if I was in the mythical world, I would either want a Black Panther, which would
nice.
be, it depends on how you're living, what you're doing, but they're stealth, and I think a little bit like Lion Cat from Saga because I like Saga.
Mhm.
But they could fight with you and hide and sneak up on your enemies and stuff like that. Super dope. Or a dragon because they straight up can
Just
fly.
straight up
They can
dragon.
kill. Yeah, they just. I mean, Game of Thrones style. They can do everything except for be stealthy.
Yeah,
Um, but in the real world, I'm going full on monkey. I want Abu on my
really?
shoulder. If think day to day life living in America today, like most animals wouldn't be very helpful. I mean, a bird,
Right,
can
right.
get a sight ahead of you, but they can't quite communicate. Maybe with the familiar, they can communicate telepathically or emotionally. But I'm thinking a monkey. You got to change the baby. Hey, go grab me a diaper. Or you're at the grocery store and you're trying to get some stuff. Hey, I still need peanut butter. Go down that aisle. Give me the peanut butter. Like, it'd just be a little gopher to go grab things for you. A helping hand. Give me the measuring tape. Or I don't know.
Something
That'd be
about
kind of fun.
monkeys kind of creep me out. Like they're cool, they're neat, but like real monkeys, like when I see a real monkey like in person, kind of like, man, you
Hmm.
guys are a little bit like uncanny valley. Like you're a little too close to humanity. I'm not a big fan of that. Like, I want
Yeah,
there
I
to be
could see
clear
that.
lines.
Yeah.
Dragon. Okay, well you got to narrow that down, man. What kind of dragon you talking about? Like from fiction?
I would go with Game of Thrones. I don't care for the dragons that are smart that can communicate, and I feel like
Okay.
you can't have all features of everything you want. So you can't have a brilliant doctor scientist that's also a vicious, ferocious beast that
Yeah.
can also travel through time and fly. Like it's too many things. You gotta if it's got great physical and uh, what else like acrobatic abilities or then it can't also have great intellect. Like that's just too much. So yeah, just Drogo, Danny's
Easy enough.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dragon wise, I mean I was wondering if we're gonna go the Dragonheart one with Sean Connery. Um,
Oh, that'd be total. See, that's hard.
yeah.
He's such a good. You don't want to see him die, but he's also a giant monstrous beast that can't live in society. But he has the intellect of a wise old man that would be a part of society. But he has to live in isolation to not be hunted by a mob with pitchforks. Yeah, that'd be different. But if you're living in a world where everybody has these, or most people have them, then maybe that wouldn't be such a odd thing because these creatures would be commonplace. So
Yeah.
I guess that's a good point. If it's a regular world in society where you're not in war with people all the time, so you don't need a super ferocious beast all the time, uh, but people wouldn't be freaked out by you having a dragon by your side. Maybe go with a smart dragon like Dragonheart. That'd be cool.
That movie's really good. It's been a bit since I
Yeah.
watched it, but that movie's like
Ah,
the way they're like playing like the fake dragon slang they do.
yeah.
That was really good. Why-
Yeah.
Dang.
And I know the CGI probably doesn't hold up as well as we'd like
It's
nowadays,
not
but
bad. It's not too bad.
yeah, I would love and remakes usually don't pan out too great, but I would love to see them try to remake this if they give it the time, attention, and money that it requires to make a good movie.
All right, we're going on a tangent, John. I mean, I still have my animal to talk about, but now you got to cast that dragon because Sean Connery
Ah,
sadly is no longer with us. So
mm,
I'm gonna throw out, I guess, Benedict Cumberbatch as the new dragon, Doctor Strange.
yeah, I guess he could do it. I don't know. I mean, I can't think of somebody that really commands
Yeah,
that deep dominant voice that he
maybe
does.
Jeremy Irons could, like Scar.
Yeah.
He might be able to.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, and you could pick out somebody new. I mean, this would be a
Yeah.
great chance to build a career, especially if it's not going to be a one time movie. If this is going to turn into a franchise, then
Those
I'd be super
sequels for
excited.
Dragonheart were pretty rough. They had like the eldest child
Oh,
from Malcolm in the Middle was in the sequel.
I didn't know there was sequels. That's so
There's like
bad.
Jonathan. There's like
Oh my
5
god.
additional movies.
Oh my god.
They straight up went
Okay.
Leprechaun with that
Yeah,
franchise.
that's what I'm thinking. I didn't know there was.
Dragonheart in Manhattan, man. I swear.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
never
so bad.
mind.
The
Don't try to
direct
remake
sequel,
it.
the one that had like the second most funding, had the oldest son from Malcolm in the Middle. That tells you the standards they had there. So
Yeah.
it was bad. Oh man, no Dennis Quaid involved. All right, so my animal familiar is
Yes.
in Game of Thrones. They have the
Uh-huh.
ravens that deliver messages, right? Well, in the books they talk about the white ravens, and they are like prominent ravens, and they actually attack and kill the other ravens often. So that's
Mhm.
the one I want. So I want one that's like a deliver mess, like it could deliver messages for me. So it's like stealth tweets or like, hey, go get me like a pizza. But I want the white raven who's like stronger and more prominent. And so if like somebody's talking, like if I'm in like a flame war with somebody else and they're like talking shit, I'm like, you know what? Take Becky's raven out. I don't want that raven around no more. And my raven will go do it. It'll just take that out. So
Nice.
it's
Predator
like
bird.
not only is it a messenger, but it's also like an assassin for other
Mhm.
messengers. And they talk about how like they'll get into the like, oh, white raven came in. Oh man, it's something important because they only trust that with a white raven because they can kill the other ravens if they need to. So that's my pick.
S- So is that living in this world, or if you were to live in like a Game of Thrones world?
I'm assuming we're combining them. Yeah, we'd have to because like yeah, we have ravens in this world, but I don't know if we have white ones, and they
And
definitely are not that advanced.
we have tweets, so and text. I don't think you need to send message by Raven.
Take Becky's phone, damn it! I
Right?
want that phone. My
Yeah,
raven will find a way.
it'll snatch phones out of other people's hands. So I literally took the tweets from you.
Yeah, tweet,
I
tweet,
like
bitch.
it.